More on the history of the civil rights leader Malcolm X, and we'll show you how one man is sharing his image of the man with each brushstroke he paints.
Still to come on Kansas City's news, the opening of a controversial movie raises questions about the life of the real Malcolm X.
For me, Malcolm X's legacy has been to teach me who I am and to be proud of who I am. And he died so I could know who I am. And I thank him very much for that. Because Malcolm, we know who we are now.
When we return, the tools of change for a Kansas City artist offer a portrait of Malcolm X. Malcolm X, there's a lot of people thinking today. The national opening of Spike Lee's movie has a lot to do with that.
KCTV's Dennis Dodo found a Kansas City artist who's been doing a lot of work on the subject before today.
Malcolm X, he migrated to the inner city, and it's from his childhood from Nebraska to the inner city. And he didn't like what he saw there, and what he did was try to change things there. And basically that's what I'm trying to do here.
Alexander Austin's tool for change is his art. His stark paintings grab attention.
It's real spectacular. When I first saw it, I was just overpowered. I think it's a wonderful piece of work.
At the corner of 25th and Prospect, Austin's Malcolm X watches over a neighborhood where crime and violence are no strangers. Seeing the mural come to life, Austin says, made him feel like a modern-day messenger.
It was almost like he was trying to say something to me. It was scary there for a while. I don't know what it was about those eyes, but I feel good being a part of keeping his name alive.
Austin's murals keep other black role models alive as well. At 18th and Troost, he's immortalized several jazz greats.
We need something. I don't know exactly what it is that we need, but we need something, anything that can get the people to think differently about themselves and about the neighborhood.
Some thinking has changed already. The blight of graffiti Austin's work now covers has not returned. Dennis Doda, KCTV News.
If you'd like to see Austin's mural, it's located at 25th and Prospect.
Boy, those are murals that really grab you.
Sure do.
Well, that's the latest from Kansas City's news.
We hope you join us again at 10.
Just a moment, one man's personal tribute to Martin Luther King.
Closed captioning of the news is a community service of the nation's largest health maintenance organization, Kaiser Permanente. Good people, good medicine.
A Kansas City man had a more personal way to mark Dr. King's birthday. We first introduced you to Alexander Austin back in November when he was working on a mural of Malcolm X. Well, today, KCTV5 photographer Mike Horine found Austin's latest project at 48th and Prospect.
He must be crazy out there painting in that cold weather. But I was saying that was the same thing that they said about this man, you know, about the things that he was doing. I just felt sort of inspired to get out and do something. Being an artist, I just felt like I had to make my contribution, you know, artistically. People go by here and they see a lot of graffiti and stuff like that, and basically I try to cover over that and get something up positive going. Actually, it enhances the community. I think it does. When people like what I do, they compliment me, they honk their horns and get out and come and shake my hand, give me the thumbs up and all that stuff like that. And I just like to get out and give them what they ask for. They want to see some good paintings, some murals around town, and they like what I do, so I try to get out and do it. It's my way of sort of celebrating Martin Luther King's holiday and his birthday. Being an artist, and this is the way, like I said, I make my contribution as an artist like this.
That is a tremendous tribute.
And one man's personal tribute to Martin Luther King.
Kansas City's news at 10.
Finally, a tribute a year in the making is almost complete tonight. A huge mural which honors Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. is the work of Alexander Austin. KCTV's Thurman Mitchell was there as the artist rolled on the finishing touches.
People have been coming by, stopping, and talking, and some just get out to shake my hand, some just want to get out and talk to me.
This was Alexander Austin at work today.
He must be crazy out there painting in that cold weather. But I was saying that was the same thing that they said about this man, you know.
This was Austin at work back in January when he began this project as a tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King.
Well, the title of it is Go for the Dream. So what we're trying to do is the impression of a man that had a dream and actually had the will and the guts to actually go out and do something about it. So that's what I'm trying to tell, that story about that particular part of his life.
In terms of his contribution to the community, his highly visible artwork, Austin says he sees himself as just another piece in the puzzle of what he calls a more positive picture of the black community.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You know, I have a dream also to become an artist, you know, well-known and respected, you know, in my own right. I was inspired to get out and come out and try to do something. And basically that sort of, like I said, that dream corresponds with the mural and the idea of the mural going for the dream.
Austin says he's not sure what his next project will be, but he says he's sure it will be something that will uplift the community. Thurman Mitchell, KCTV News.
A limited number of Alexander Austin's reproductions of the Martin Luther King mural are available in area bookstores. Really great work for such a grand scale.
Okay,
Very realistic.
that's really something.
New Year's holiday. In the early 50s, Kansas City had a dream of building a highway that would link the south end of the city to downtown. Well, that dream is now becoming a reality, but not without someone coming up short. News 5's Laura White reports on a young local artist who will lose his dream as a result.
I have a dream that one day...
When you see this face, you associate it with his famous I Have a Dream speech, one that reminds you of the hope he put in the hearts of blacks during the civil rights movement, when equality was hard to come by. This same dream is being lived out in the hearts of many, and this mural stands as a reminder of those days past and the triumphs yet to be made. But because of construction of Bruce Watkins Memorial Drive, the wall must come down.
I started painting it, I think, a year ago. I found the site and found the wall and found out who owned it and thought I'd find out how long it was going to be up here. Finally got done and now it's going to be demolished.
State Highway and Transportation Department spokesman Dan Miller says he hates to see it go, but the highway requires a span of Prospect be lowered, starting at Swope Parkway.
Prospect in this location is lowered about 10 feet so that the highway, Bruce Watkins, can go over Prospect just south of 47th Street. And in doing that, the slopes that will be required when you lower Prospect will remove the mural that's been painted on this old concrete foundation.
Some of those inspired by King's face so visible in the community say they wish something could be done.
I think that they should keep the wall up there because, you know, it's not every day that somebody, you know, gets a chance to do that. Usually they doing graffiti or stuff like that, gang writing and everything like that. And it's true that maybe this freeway might help everything, you know, but they should still leave the wall.
Austin says he recognizes that this wall must come down. But the hard part for him will be the day he rides by and sees his dream of a mural in the inner city crumbling at the tip of a bulldozer. Laura White, News 5.
District Engineer Dan Miller.
DeVry. Call now 1-800-247.
Years in the slammer. A wrecking ball may soon slam into a unique Martin Luther King mural, and the guy who painted it says if that happens, it'll be a big waste. It took local artist Alexander Austin nearly a year to complete the painting on the wall at 47th and 2nd, but word has it that it'll all be torn down by spring to make way for a new road.
There are people out there that really love this painting, and if there's a way that I could give them, paint them another one, or if I could have this one saved in any kind of way, I would like to see it happen.
The mural is featured in a Martin Luther King brochure to be passed out during festivities on Monday.
Beautiful mural.
Hello, Kansas City. I'm your host.